What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, and today I'm going to be going over my comic book pull list. Now, before I get into that, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell and all of that good stuff, and help us fight the forces of Hydra who are out there constantly trying to bury us in that YouTube algorithm. Now, as I said, it is New Comic Book Wednesday, and if you don't know what a comic book pull list is, there's a video right up here where you can go and learn more about that. But if you have a local comic book shop near you, I suggest you get out there and support them. The local comic book shops are absolutely great, and my local comic book shop, as a matter of fact, has lent me a few books that I am going to be doing some reviews here on the channel. Now, this one right here I'm going to do at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. That's Morbius the Living Vampire issue number 1. But also here on the channel, I'm going to be doing a review of this one right here, this new title by Vault, and that is called Black Stars Above, and on Boom Studios Folklords issue number 1. So make sure that you're subscribed, right? Come on. Now, as I said, if you got a new local comic book shop near you, you should make sure you get out and support them. Occasionally, they have things for free that you can get. Like here, they got this this little spotlight on Marvel's, just this little thing put out by Marvel. It's got like some previews and stuff in here of different issues that are getting ready to come out. So, hey, it's free. You might as well go check it out. And then they also even had this freebie this week. This is like this Road to 100 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like free comic. I mean, it's nothing too special. I mean, but it's a comic book. This one's actually a free comic book day. Free comic. It's not even free comic book day. Oh, you see, I almost messed that up. Now, also make sure that you're subscribed too, because at the I'm going to be giving away in my comic book pull list next week a copy of Black Cat Annual. So you're going to want to make sure you stay to the end of the video so I can tell you how to get entered into that contest. Now, as I said, I'm going to get into my comic book pull list, and starting off with Marvel, as I always do, I've got right here Black Cat Annual issue number 1. Now, this is the first annual for Black Cat, and you know, I think we're only like 6 issues in on Black Cat, and she's already getting an annual. Hey, it's all good. I'm okay with that. Hell, I think a lot of us were okay with Black Cat finally getting her series. So, yeah, I'll be doing that one. Now, the next one I've got here is another number 1. That's Punisher Soviet issue number 1. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys about this particular issue here, guys, is this one is part of their Max Comics. So what that means is you can see right up here. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. This is it says parental advisory there. This one is basically has explicit content. It says explicit content. I'm sorry. Right there where you can see right there. So yeah, this one right here, guys, I'll do a full review if you guys want me to, but I did talk about this on my Wednesday morning live stream where I talked more about this Punisher Soviet issue number 1. And this is only a 6-issue miniseries, and if you like a miniseries, hey, I know plenty of people do. You should definitely check this one out. I thought it was a pretty good read. I do have some nitpicks about it though, and I'll probably drop more of a review on that here later. Now, the next one I have here is another number 1. This is one we're talking about, folks. This one's Fallen Angels issue number 1. Now, if you haven't already, you should go back and check. I've already dropped my review on this book. Guys, this book was really good. I was quite surprised. This book kind of came out of left field. I never really read any of Brian Hill's work before. From what I've heard, he's actually a pretty good writer. And reading this book, I can tell that he is. This came out of left field. I didn't expect this book to be as good as it is, but I thought it was pretty good. And the one thing I definitely liked about it was the art in this book. The art in this book is absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. God, I can't even remember who did the art in this book. The art was done by Simon Kurdansky, and Frank Diamanta did the colors. Absolutely great book. Guys, check this one out. Go buy Fallen Angels. Great book. Great book. The next one I've got here is the second X-Men. X-Men issue number 2. This is, we're basically starting off this week with issue number 2s of the, basically the Dawn of X, spinning out of Jonathan Hickman's relaunch, I guess you could say reboot of X-Men in the Marvel Universe. We're getting issue number 2 here now, so, I guess really the breaking dawn of X is already over, right? Okay, now guys, this next one, this is Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple issue number 4, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the last book in this series. I still got to bring you guys some reviews on these, and in case you guys don't already know, Disney Plus is already released. I'm sure you've already watched The Mandalorian. If you haven't, I don't know, you might be missing out if you're into the Star Wars thing. But also this Friday, if I'm not mistaken, not only are we getting we're getting the second episode of The Mandalorian, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Jedi Fallen Order the video game is getting ready to release as well. And I could be wrong on there. Feel free to beat me up and leave me some comments about that down in the comments section. Okay, now the last one I have for this week is Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 11. Now guys, I think I might be done after the next issue of this, only going through probably issue 12 here of the Guardians of the Galaxy. For one, I'm a few issues behind, but two, how many of these do I need to read, man? 12 issues sounds like pretty good. I only got through the first few issues. I'm a little behind, admittedly, but they were pretty good, the ones I've read, and they are written by Donny Cates, and, he seems to be one of those up-and-coming writers who's been doing a very good job, and, a lot of people have been talking about him and just the great job that he does with his books. I know he's been writing some indie titles as well, and just doing a phenomenal job with those. So, yeah, he's a writer you might want to check out. Now, that's all I have for my Marvel pull list this week. There are some other issues that I have here, and one of them I forgot to pick up at my local comic book shop that I've been reading, but I will be having it and bringing some reviews on that. But that one was, what is it? The Trees, Dark, what God was it? Did I say Dark? Almost say Dark Fate. The Trees, yeah, I think it might be. The Trees, Dark, something, I can't remember. It was a Trees something. But it's in issue number 3 that's getting ready to come out, and there's probably a card that flashed up here or something, and it'll tell you more about that one. And it's actually a series that's actually going to be, it's Trees 3 Fates, that's it. It's going to be turning into a series or something like that, like a TV series. And then the one, the physical copy that I actually have here is on Image Comics, and this one is Reaver, issue number 5. And if I'm not mistaken here, I believe this is the finale of the first volume of Reaver. I could be wrong here. There could be issue number 6 of it. But it's pretty much done with its first story arc as far as I know. I haven't got a chance to read this one yet, but the Reaver series has been pretty good, and I'll be doing some reviews on those. I think maybe I did issue number 1 and issue number 2 reviews here on the channel, and you should go check those out. I'll probably leave a card or something, right up there in case I did, right? Okay, so the next one I have here is on Dynamite Comics, and that's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, issue number 10. And guys, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I just like Elvira, right? How could you go wrong with Elvira? She's Elvira. Come on. Okay, and yeah, so I got the photo variant on that. They've been doing some very good books over there as well that have that are drawn. They got some really nice drawn covers there as well. So that's all I've got for my comic book pull list this week, guys. I mean, I know, right? Like a fairly small list this week, and I gotta say, if you've been pulling as many books as I have and everything like that, hey, sometimes you're thankful for a small week. But yeah, that's all I have got for my comic book pull list this week. Now, one thing I also wanted to let you guys know is that what you're going to have to do is here on November 30th, actually November 29th is my 1-year anniversary here on YouTube. I'm going to be doing a live stream on November 30th, just doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a copy of Neon Future on Impact Theory, and this is volume 1. This is the trade paperback, guys. This is an absolutely beautiful book. You should see, that's the back. The story here is really good. It's a cyberpunk tale. It takes place 30 years in the future. Really great book. One of my favorite indie reads. I'm going to be giving away a copy of this on my 1-year anniversary, and I've got some other things I'm going to be giving away as well. And to get entered into that contest, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to the review that I did for Volume 1 of Neon Future. You're going to have to watch the video, and you're going to have to go in there, and you're going to have to watch it, and you're going to have to tell me what is the password that Kita Sovi has to use to get into the, basically to get into the CTG mainframe. What is the password that he has to use? leave that down in the comments on that video for my review of Volume 1 of Neon Future. Now, as I said, I am also going to be doing a giveaway as well for the Black Cat annual. To get entered into that, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell me, leave down in the comments of this video or the video that I will be releasing probably here by the end of the weekend, of what comic books would you like me to do reviews of on the channel next week, of all the books that are coming out next week. What comic books would you like to see me do reviews of? So, if you don't have the free previews, you can go online and check those out on previews. I think it's freepreviews.com or just previewsworld.com. You can go check it out. If not, you can wait until my video comes out and you can just let me know which book that you would like me to do some reviews on. Okay, just you can leave one title or two titles and I'll see what ones that I can get to. So now, as I said, today I am going to be doing a review of Morbius, issue number 1. This is Morbius the Living Vampire. Now, this book is being obviously published by Marvel Comics, and the writer here on this book is Vita Ayala. The penciler is Marcelo Ferreira. Roberto Poggi is the inker, and Dono Sanchez Almara is the colorist, and VC's Clayton Cowles is the letterer, and Ryan Brown is the cover artist. And I'm going to show you those names right there because I know that I probably butchered those very good, okay? I can't help it. Leave me a thumbs down if you're mad about it, okay? But, and let me get you a shot of that cover again. I gotta say, this is an absolutely beautiful cover. That if you ask me, that cover's pretty badass. So basically what we see throughout the story, in case you don't know much about Michael, I believe his name is Michael Morbius. I got to be honest with you guys, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I wanted to review this book for you guys. Basically, and I'm guessing this is only a little short series. I believe it's going to be 6 issues. And altogether, the art in this book is actually pretty good. I actually like the art in this book. The coloring is really well done. I'll show you some of the pictures there, some of the snapshots of the art. Again, the art's very good. It's kind of got this darker tone, and ooh, look at that. Look at that, right? Pretty nice. The art in this book is pretty good, but guys, I gotta say, the story here I didn't really like so much. It didn't grab me. It didn't pull me in. But basically, what we see here is Morbius is trying to cure himself of being a living vampire, something that had happened, and they kind of go into a little bit of the backstory and things that had happened in his life throughout this book. But what we see at the beginning is he is going into this warehouse where there is like this doctor who is there experimenting on other people. They have these he has these concoctions that he's mixing together for who knows what. He's talking, the doctor here is talking about just kind of these concoctions and what people do to try to, I don't know, for like I mean, like technology and your body, almost like bioengineering, I guess you could say. I mean, it's just really confusing. Again, I don't really know a whole lot about this world, but so he's making these concoctions to try to give people, experimenting with people and things like that, with these experimental drugs or therapies or something like that. Just, I don't know, just really weird stuff. And what we see is Morbius ends up going into this facility where they're doing this and just starts mauling through everybody. I mean, he's just absolutely going crazy. Just you can see him hacking through people. Just whatever it is a vampire would do that is out there really scaring people, not killing people. Which is an odd thing. Again, I'm not sure if this is just a Morbius thing, if he just don't kill people, or what the deal is. If I'm not sure if he's a bad guy, if he's a reluctant good guy. I don't know. I honestly don't know about it, and you don't really get a whole lot about it in here. But what we see is he goes into this facility to basically take these experimental drugs from these people, and he ends up using. You can see, get some of the backstory here. He ends up using this concoction of stuff that this doctor has made on himself to cure himself from being a vampire anymore, to basically cure this ailment that he has. And again, I don't know a whole lot about Morbius, but we can see, you know, this whatever this stuff is, it kind of starts working on him. But then all of a sudden, like, it just doesn't work on him. Like, he starts having some adverse side effects to it. And then we flash back to this warehouse where all the people, we see that none of the people that were there that he was mauling through, he didn't actually kill any of them. He just injured them so he could get to this this antidote, or what he thought was an antidote. And then while the people there are kind of getting themselves all back together, we end up finding that we got this vampire hunter here, and I have no clue who this is. Maybe you guys know who this is, but again, beautiful art in this book. But we get this basically this female vampire hunter that's coming there looking for Michael Morbius, and that's exactly what she says. And we can see here by the end of the book that he's fully back vamped out. You know, he's ready to, you know, go take on the world, man. Like, I don't know. And of course, here at the back of the book, we get this title page that gives us the kind of backstory on Morbius, kind of fills you in a little bit. For me, I gotta say, I wasn't into this book. It wasn't, I don't know, the writing just wasn't there for me. The art was good, the coloring and everything in it was good, but also one of the nitpicks I have is, you got the title page to fill me in on who Morbius is. Why wouldn't you put that at the front of the book? Because I've never read Morbius. You give me the whole story, and then you tell me who he is and kind of a little bit, you know, just like to catch me up at the back. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really into this book. Again, I didn't put this on my pull list, but this is brought to you by my local comic book shop. That's Bases, Cards, and Comics right here in Lancaster, California. Allowed me to read this book so I could bring you guys this review. And if you would like to, you could go follow them on either Instagram or Facebook. And they don't sell books online or anything. They just post a bunch of cool things happening, you know, with comic books releasing throughout the week and just different nerdy things out there going on in the world. So they're not going to sell you nothing, but you can go give them a follow and, hey, tell them that I sent you. Absolutely great shop. Again, that is Bases, Cards, and Comics. You can follow them at Bases, Cards, and Comics, all spelled out. But that's all I have for my comic book pull list this week, folks. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you have on your comic book pull list, and what of these books would you like to see me do some more reviews of and talk about a little bit more here on the channel? Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed and click that little bell so you get notifications anytime I've uploaded new content. It also sends you out notifications anytime I plan on doing a live video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you don't, feel free to give it a thumbs down. I don't take it personal, but that's a little bit weird. It's a comic book pull list, and, you know, I just did a comic book review. I mean, maybe you don't like the review. I don't know, man. But while you're at it, make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Happy reading. Go out and support your local comic book shop, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.